Hey there guys, it's Deirdre from Vegan Delight and I'm up in Muskoka. We are cottaging and tomorrow I have another race, so I thought that I would pre-set up my transition the day before just so that I could show you guys how I set it up and the things that you'll need in a triathlon if you're new to the sport. So first thing I do is I have this colored mat, and this is really good so when you're coming out of the water and you need to find your spot, you can just look for the pink mat, and so that makes it really easy to find. So the bike is usually set up, hooked up on a bar here, and you'll notice that I have my shoes already on, so this is something that is sort of new to me. I've been running out with my bike barefoot and just getting my shoes on after I jump onto my bike, so that's saving me a little bit of time. So it's important to clip the shoes in, and then the triathlon shoes, they have like a little nub here where you can pull this over and then it holds the shoe open so that you can get your foot in. Alright, so that's that. And then also, so for my water, I carry like a water bottle that I don't care about so that I can just scrap it easily. Like, I usually end up dropping it, so I put one in there that I don't really care about. So that's how I set up my bike. And also with the bike, you want to, when you go to grab your bike after the swim, you want to grab it on the side that you're going to get on your bike. So I always get on my bike on the left side, so I'm going to grab my bike on the left side to run with it. Okay? Then, so transition set up, I've got my goggles. You always want to make sure you test your goggles out before you're going to a triathlon. You don't want to make sure they're not leaking. If they're fogging up, you want to put a little bit of anti-fog in them. Then of course I have my wetsuit, so this stuff would go with me to the water, and then when I came back I would just kind of throw it out of the way. So I'd come back to transition, throw that down, and then I want to get on my bike. So all I have to do, the only thing you have to think of when you want to get on the bike is to pick up your helmet and grab your bike and go. Alright, so bike transition should be really fast. All you're doing is coming in, grabbing the helmet, grabbing the bike, and going. So I wanted to show you nutrition, what I do on the bike for nutrition. So I use these Cliff blocks, and they're like gummies. So I take it out and I lick it. It's now wet. And then I stick it onto my bar. So I stick them going down a line on the bar, and I put about 4 there. And they just like suction on, they don't move, and so I use those for nutrition. The run portion takes up the most of the mat, so after I come back from the bike, I'm going to put my bike down, get my helmet off, and it's very important not to, you don't want to unlock your helmet until your bike is racked. You can lose points for that or be disqualified. So then the run portion of my triathlon, I've got my running shoes here, and I don't use socks. So what I do, and I know that Vaseline is not cruelty free, but I have lots of it left over from when my kids were young, and I'll be switching to a cruelty free brand once this is run out, is I lube my shoes up. So I use a latex glove and I lube the insides of my shoes up with Vaseline, so I don't have to stop to put socks on. So that makes for a really quick transition into my running shoes, and I don't have to worry about getting blisters. So that works really well. Then I have my watch ready to go, so the power's already on, it's already on run setting, it's ready to go. Alright, so I talked about nutrition on my bike. Before I actually start the race, before I go into the swim, I do my warm-up, I come out, and then I have a gel. I like chocolate, so I do one of these. Then I have another one that I stick in my tri-suit pocket, and I use that halfway through my run. And then when I go to do my run, I have one standing up inside my shoes. It's already open, ready to go. So I come in, I just slip my shoes on quick, throw my hat on, grab my watch, do it up as I'm running out, and then I'm carrying my gel as well, and I eat my gel maybe like after the first 1 or 2 kilometers, then I get that in. So this is what my transition looks like. I keep this water here just in case I lose my bottle of water early on my bike, then I can just grab a sip of this before I leave for my run if I need to, if I didn't get any water in on the bike. Alright, so basically that's it. That's how I set up transition on my bike. That's my nutrition. If you guys have any questions or comments, please post below. Otherwise, I'll see you on the next video.